Good day. Come down just to really see how the raw beans are faring, and most of them are faring pretty well, pretty upright. They're being buffeted and are strengthening, so that's really good. Can't see any damage on any of them. There's one here that's a bit bent over. Hopefully that will straighten up, and another one over there that is as well. But what I have noticed is pecking here of our chard, which is frustrating. But the good thing is that these broad beans are looking good and seem to have settled in, even though it's only 2 days since they went in. It's been quite blustery today. You can see it's sort of quite grey. We've had a lot of rain over the last few days, so these have been buffeted by water and by wind, or a strong breeze, let's say. Look at this, Paul. I'm going to sort this out in a minute, just put them upright so that the water runs out. This bed still to sort here. Oh, look at that lovely calendula. Gorgeous, different colours. These chards seem largely to be okay, and I'm going to be doing some harvesting. I'm going to take a beetroot. In fact, I think this is a big one. Just want one beetroot for this evening. That one will do. That's great. Obviously I'll take the soil off. Tomorrow I'll be harvesting some turnips. They're all looking pretty good, bulking up nicely. Not sure if you can see in there. I'm going to be harvesting this endive to take home for salad this evening. Fortunately, I didn't step in something by my foot just then. I think we have a lot of fox activity going on the plot at the moment. Sorry if this isn't focusing right. It is, I think it's greyer than darker than it looks on camera. But I was down here Sunday morning putting the broad beans in and thought I'll be back this afternoon. And you know what? I didn't come back, and forgot that I'd left the poly open, so I need to go and shut that. And I also left my rake out. Not very good, Paul. Just going to pop that in there. Met a few people as I was coming in and had a chat to them. I'm going to be harvesting some of this perennial kale tomorrow as well. Need to four of these are from broad beans, so I'll be sorting them out tomorrow because it is just a flying visit today. Oh, tell you what, let's go and have a look at the garlic. Can't imagine any will be up. I can't believe I left that door open. But at the same time I thought I was going to be back down. I'll be harvesting some carrots as well. Yeah, I saw some sort of bigger ones somewhere, so I'll be harvesting some carrots. Well, I was looking at that one. Ah, that's decent. Baby one and a decent one, so that's going to go into a salad later. And yeah, nothing here as oh, hang on, can you see that? Oh, here. Oh, oh, there's one there. And there. Oh wow. Oh look, there's another one here. You see that? Oh, I'm getting so excited. Oh, and there, and there. Well, blow me down. I didn't expect that. Yeah, clearly they wanted to go in. Sorry. Just got... Isn't it fabulous how we still get excited about things? Oh, yeah, there's another one there. That one there I saw, and that one there. Oh, yay, we have garlic coming up. Fabulous. Oh, anyway. Oh, that's good. Must remember to get that carrot. And let's, haven't got these tomatoes out yet. I really could do with a dry day down here to sort things out. Oh. Well, yeah. And I'll be harvesting some of these lettuce as well to take home with me. In fact, I'll do the outside ones today and inside ones tomorrow. There's my plot neighbour down there. But yeah, lots to tidy, but very excited. Oh, why won't that go? Oh, sorry, I'm just trying to shut this. Yeah, done that. Oh, it's a little mouse. Yeah, very excited. Oh, that garlic, so exciting. Yes, a flying visit today just to get harvests, so happy with those. Got a few small carrots as well. I mean, I didn't come down to get small carrots, I came down to harvest some carrots, so those 4 and that half of that beetroot will be had today, and the other half that are most probably in a coleslaw or something with a vinaigrette, I think. And then the other, the rest of the beetroot will go with another beetroot I've got at home that will go into something tomorrow. So yeah, there we are. Happy with that. I'm very happy with the broad beans, and I have noticed that there is some fox action in that bed. There's quite a lot of fox presence around the plot. Present TS rather than NCE. Mind you, I suppose the presents are also his presence as well, isn't it? So yeah, there we are. Yeah. Isn't English a wonderful language? So many languages are wonderful though, aren't they? Anyway, I'm waffling. I'm waffling already. It's not even the end of Tuesday yet. It's Tuesday afternoon, and I'm waffling on about languages and things like that. But yeah, and the garlic, I just hadn't expected the garlic to be poking through. I mean, that was such a surprise. It was like, no, I only put it in, what was it, Thursday, Friday? No, it won't be up yet. And there it is, there it is, which I think is testament to the fact that A, it wanted to grow, and B, the ground is still really warm. It looks as though when we get to Sunday at the end of this week and get into next week, Monday, Tuesday, daytime temperatures are going to be around 7 degrees and nighttime around 3 or 4 degrees. Quite a difference to at the moment, which is about 16 degrees, and this evening, which is going to be about 12. So yeah, quite a difference in the week that we've got to come. I know other places in the world have much bigger swings than we do, but that's quite a change for us. This milder weather that we've had at the moment is, I wouldn't say it's unusual, but it's not what we normally get. No, not what we normally get. Right, and also I'm not going to be taking the beetroot leaves home, but I am going to be giving the carrot leaves a good look over and a good wash, because I'll make some carrot top pesto from those, which for me is just making sure these are clean, blitzing them up with some salt and some olive oil. Then what I will do is I'll portion them up into about half a cup portions, and most of we have a cup's worth here once I've done it down, and half a cup into a portion into the freezer. Then when we want to have an easy meal, I'll just blitz up some walnuts, take the mix of the carrot tops and olive oil out of the freezer, mix the two of them together, maybe giving them a little bit more seasoning, and then that can go over some pasta. So yeah, that will be a quick easy meal. So yeah, beetroot leaves into the compost bin, carrot leaves check over, give them a good wash when I get home, and then they're going to be chopped up and then blitzed with olive oil and a bit of salt, and then portioned in the freezer. There we are. Right, I am going to go. The breeze is a little bit chilling. I'd left this down here as well. I realised when I was leaving the house, I thought, oh, I've left my hoodie down there, my body warmer thing down there, and sure enough, I hadn't realised about the door there or the rake, but hey ho. See you very soon. Bye. Good day. I've removed the wheelbarrows, put them into an upright position in their proper places. Little bit of compost that was left in one is here. I then decided to remove the few squash that had developed, remove the squash plants, give this a cursory weed, particularly taking out perennial weeds that aren't going to die back in any frosts we have. I then have taken out and cut back some of the evening primrose that are here. I'm going to have to look up evening primrose. I'm not sure whether, like this plant, will it come back next year? I don't know, so I'm going to have to look that up. Flowers are not my big thing. I love seeing them, but I'm not that adept at growing them and knowledgeable about them. But yeah, I will look that up. Over here we have a borage, so I've left that in for the time being. We're going to be mild for another few days, so I might take that out on Saturday. It's now Thursday afternoon, so I might take that out on Saturday. And we've got some self-seeded evening primrose down here. I might pot them up rather. But yeah, that's a squash bed given a cursory tidy. I need to give it a proper weed right around the edges and right into the middle, and then decide what's going to happen with this. I've got some compost which I want to put on top, but I think I might put cardboard on top first, though I do have that fear that if we have a very mild winter, the compost and the cardboard underneath might harbour slugs and snails. I think it will deteriorate over over the coming months. So I'm going to mull that. Yeah, I'm sort of thinking in my head, shall I do it or shall I just put compost down? Not sure. But yeah, more work needed on this bed for sure, you know. So I will get on and do that maybe on Saturday. We're due a huge amount of rain over the coming 24, 36 hours, something like that. And I think there are things that I would want to do tomorrow that I won't be able to do because it will be so rainy. But yeah. Sorry, I'm just mulling in my mind. You know, this is what happens. You think about things, and when you're doing videos like this, sometimes you basically talk out loud and use the viewer as a sort of sounding board, even though we might not hear back from you for quite a few days. But yeah, I'm mulling various things at the moment, including beds and edges and that type of thing. But anyway, I am going to say goodbye. I'm going to harvest some of those turnips. Oh, a bat just went over my head. Oh, that was lovely. Harvest some of those turnips, harvest some beetroot for supper this evening, and tomorrow, if we do have a break in rain, I'll come down and get some of that perennial kale. But yeah. Look, at the end of the day, having had a full day at my desk from 6 o'clock this morning, I'm happy to at least have made a big dent in sorting out this bed. Right, I'll leave it there. See you again another day on the other side of our monsoon day. See you then. Bye. Hello, Brush. Hello, lovely. Hello, lovely. What you doing? Good day. I've had these lettuce and endive here outside on a bench for rather too long, and we're going to get really cold temperatures within a matter of days, so I'm going to lose them. So I thought I would just put them in here and see if we could elongate our period of leaves by a little bit. I'm not sure whether we will or not, because yeah, I mean, it's just, we're going to get down to 1 degree or if not below, and yeah, maybe it'll just be too much and these will get frostbitten. But you know, waste not, want not. I've got lettuce in the poly and endive in the poly, so I just thought I would stick these in here. It's spent compost anyway. What I have done is these were rather root bound, so I've cut the bottom of the root off. And these will only, I'm not expecting, should these survive a frost, I'm not expecting these to become full heads of salad leaves. I'm expecting them, you know, to just come down and pick a few. I will just give these a water in a minute, and I will throw a light fleece over them because I have a light fleece. So yeah, that's what I'll do, and I'll put some canes. I've got some cane toppers in here to hold the fleece above these at the back. So yeah, let me go and find that. Right, that'll do as a temporary fix, and we'll see over the coming days whether that helps or not. This is from the squash bed the other day. I'm just cutting it up a little bit. It's all breaking down already. Pretty tough really though. I took the string off the cucumbers. We've got some tomatoes here. As I said in the mid-November plot tour, it's really going to be a matter over the coming weeks, now that the garlic is in and the broad beans, which were modular sown, are in, of tidying the plot. And I'm glad I've got on and done some of the jobs this morning. When I came down, I brought my flask of tea. Very welcome. I've also brought down loads of cardboard to tear up. Obviously I've been putting detritus that isn't a perennial weed into one of our compost bins. Most of it is still green. The cucumbers were pretty dry, so they count as browns rather than greens. But there's a lot of greens gone in there and moisture gone in there, so I will be spending the next hour listening to a podcast or something and tearing up this cardboard to go into the compost bin to make sure that it doesn't get the compost doesn't get too wet. You know, we really don't want that. So that's going to be my next hour after I've done this. I did yeah, so it's just been sort of tidying, putting things away, putting things in their places. Some of the gravel trays I've moved around and put them back to where they should be. So yeah, the next week or so, if not a bit longer, is all going to be about tidying, which is fine. You know, that's what happens at this time of year. it's slightly quieter now. We've got the big jobs done of autumn in terms of growing. Now our minds turn to making sure we have good compost and what's going to be happening over the coming months to make sure that our growing season next year, which is largely March, April to October, is sort of sorted and ready. So yeah. When I was coming down, I noticed 2 honeyberries at our sharing table, and they're quite large honeyberries. So what I've decided to do, and I haven't done it yet, but I'm going to do it in a minute, is get one of my big black 30-litre tubs, put some compost into it. In fact, you know what? I'm not even going to do that. I'm going to do something that is even simpler. I've got, now that I have taken the modules off this bed here, I'm just going to heel in those honeyberries into this bed, and then I can deal with them another day. Next week, it's Sunday morning at the moment, so next week, i.e. Monday, our temperature really does drop. We've been highs of 16, 17 touching if the sun has been out over the last sort of week, 10 days. It's got a bit cooler in the last few days, maybe down to about 13, 14 degrees. But then next week, tomorrow, is a big change. The daytime temperatures come right down to 7 or 8 degrees. And I'm noticing that on Wednesday and Thursday, in fact, the temperature overnight comes right down to 0, which is freezing. So there are certain things which will give up the ghost in that freeze, any frost that we have. But healing in those honeyberries is a really sensible thing to do. So I'm going to do that just in this bed in front of me, because the soil is really loose, and then I can decide another day whether I want to do something else with them or not. My thought is to take cuttings which we can sell at the gate sale next year. So yeah, that's my thought process. And I saw Brush again. He's clearly around and about and doing things, which is lovely, really, really lovely. But look, I'm going to leave it here for this week's A Week at the Plot. If you haven't watched the mid-November plot tour, please do so. If there's any comment or questions or suggestions that you have, please do put them down below. And I'll be back down here later, a little bit later, to do some harvesting of turnips and beetroot, and also some of our perennial kale. So yeah, I'll be back down to do that. Oh, and also I opened my shed door this morning, and there are several butternuts, an uchiki curry, and various potatoes in a bag from plants that I gave to somebody earlier in the year. I didn't give them my plants, this is the squashes, in order for them to give me anything back. It's just that they didn't have any because they'd been away at the time of sowing, and I gave them, and theirs have done so well because of the fantastic soil they've got, having worked here several decades, worked the soil several decades. Their harvest was so great. They're giving the harvests back to me. So there we are. And of course, being vegetarian, you know, we're very, very happy to do that. So, or to receive that. That's absolutely lovely. Anyway, another plane coming out of Heathrow. I'm going to say goodbye. And whatever is happening in your garden, your growing space, or your allotment, wherever you are around the world, whether you're thinking about your new growing year to come, your growing seasons to come, or whether you're getting really into the swing of it, I hope you're enjoying it. See you very soon, and happy growing. Bye.